Okay, we're a little further along here. I came up with a profile that I like, and it will fit inside of the knife, which is important. It should close okay. So anyway, I have center scribed it. I don't know if you can see that. I don't have the best light, that's for sure. I'm not a photographer by any means, videographer. Nope. So anyway, I got it center scribed, and I'm getting ready to put it into this jig. Well, I guess to be a file guide, it's called. And by doing so, I'm going to bring it right up to where I want my plunge cut. And I'm going to have it all the way to the top. Tighten this up. Let's see here, I think that's the right one. A little snug. Terrible camera shot, isn't it? If I get any comments on my video taking lack of skills, I couldn't really care. Sorry, but so this will snug down eventually here, and get it up where I want it. I'll move this camera in a minute. I put a line there. It's a little bit of an angle to match the bolster, the slant of the bolsters on the knife. So get that kind of locked down there. Anyway, I'll tweak a little before I start grinding, but this is just kind of get this in the video, I guess, where it's at, what I'm doing. So you get that clamped in there. And then I've got a grind jig that I built, and to fit this, oops, goes in the other one. Pretty tight fit. And then I just put a little clamp on it, a little C-clamp. Right about here. It stays out of the way. So then, yeah, and I just left this tail on here, let it run long to be able to handle it. When I get a little closer, of course, I'll cut it off. But then, this jig, rather than make it adjustable, the angle of it, I just adjust my table to the angle I want. I've got a little gizmo here that Johnson says magnetic protractor angle locator. I guess that pretty much sums it up. And right now I had it on like a 90, I think, but yeah, so I just, this is one of the things, you know, I never completely finish anything, it seems like. I just didn't lock it on how I wanted to do it, but right now I'm using the old C-clamp method for my table. Eventually I want to get some type of a screw type set up. And anyway, so I'll set that where I want it for the bevel. And then I just get this on here, get the belt I want, get my angle the way I want it, and it's just a matter of, you know, grinding it. Going in, hold across, go in, hold across. Yeah, I know, I guess that's cheating, but I have done a couple of freehand grinds, but this thing, anyway, yeah, the jig just really helps, especially for someone like me that's not like a master knife maker. So, yeah, and then of course once you you know, and then you grind close to the bevel, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I kind of, you obviously want to stop before you get it too thin, before you do your heat treat. Otherwise, you'll end up burning the edge or warping the knife. Then some guys say about the thickness of a dime. I suppose that's pretty close to where I leave it. But and then heat treat and then come back to it and clean it up and finish your final grinding. Yeah, so you do that, and then you, of course, you just get one side, then you flip it over, do the other side. So that's where it's at. I'm about ready to start grinding. I can't, I gotta quit for tonight, but it's a little bit closer. Don't know what else to say, but that's where it's at.